just last night, mind you, I've had this sticky note on my mirror for months, but last night it stood out to me. The sticky note that I have on my mirror is, "That will keep him in perfect peace, whose eyes are stayed upon him, because he trusts in him." Now, the Holy Spirit just gave me 2 reasons why it's not smart to keep our eyes off of him. First, I'll say this. The enemy wants to get us to try and figure it out by ourselves. The only reason he wants to do that is so that we take our eyes off of him. So the Holy Spirit said to me, number 1, in order to figure it out on your own, you have to look at the winds and the waves. Now, I talked about in previous videos how Peter began to sink the moment he took his focus off of Jesus, the moment he put his eyes on the winds and the waves. If you think you can figure it out, or if the devil gets you to get your eyes off of Jesus, your eyes automatically go to winds and waves. The moment you begin to try and figure it out on your own, it causes you to have, it's mandatory to have to put your eyes on the winds and the waves in order to get your eyes off of Jesus, or in order to figure it out, which takes your eyes off of him. Number 2, which is really important, the moment you begin to try and figure it out, you take your mind off of all of the impossible things that Jesus is able to do. The moment you try to figure it out, the moment you begin to look around and try and figure it out yourself, you put your mind on earthly perspectives, on your perspective, which is not the Almighty's perspective. He has the full perspective. He sees all things. He's almighty powerful. He knows what he can do. His word is sharper than any double-edged sword. So the moment you take your eyes off of him, you're taking your eyes off of the impossible things, which in turn does not allow you to walk on water. And without faith, it is impossible to please God. You're no longer walking by faith when you take your eyes off of Jesus and put them on what you can do. Stop putting your attention on what you can do. I'm going to pray and ask God to help us to keep our eyes on him, to not try and figure it out on our own, to not look to ourselves, but to trust him for his abilities, for all that he can do, to believe in his word and what it said, to not begin to look around at possible things, the things that looks possible to us, to begin to see dead things and declare them just sleeping, just like Jesus did with that lady. To begin to get so uncomfortable with earthly things that you have no choice but to look at the impossible things that people will usually say that won't happen, that can't happen. And I'm going to end it with this. The Holy Spirit told me to get can't out of my vocabulary. Get can't out of your vocabulary.